I mean, what's going on, man? It's your boy GP the Beast, man. And you know what I'm saying? I had to double back on you, man, with that Con Air Part 2, man. That inmate transporting drugs on the Con Air federal plane, man. You know what I'm talking about? I hope y'all been enjoying my story. You know what I mean? I've been coming with the real, man. You know how I do it, man. This all I know. This all I know. This what I done been through. So I'm bringing it to you how I've been through it. You know what I mean? I ain't putting no extras on it. I ain't putting no cut on it. You know, I might leave out some names, man, because I don't be wanting to just smash on dudes like that, man. You know, I ain't trying to point out that niggas was busters or, you know, that, you was a punk or you got, you did some foul stuff. That's on you, bro. You got to live with that. Like I say, man, I believe in the dude in the mirror. The dude in the mirror, he don't never lie to you. He know all your secrets, man. He know all that. He know when you plotting. You know what I'm talking about? He know when you conning. He know when you got motives. You feel me? See, in life, man, you got to learn to be real. You got to learn to not trip off what the next man do. You know what I mean? Because that's him. You can't change him. I mean, you might can add some changes if that person want to change, but he is who he is. And I am who I am. So I deal with people on the facts of who they are. Whoever you are, whoever you show me who you are, then that's how I'm going to deal with it. It don't matter how much money you got. It don't matter what you done been through. It don't matter how many dudes you done smacked. That don't matter. What matter is who is you, bruh? Who is you? What's your principalities? How do you roll? How do you push? You feel me? Because, see, I don't believe in that big me, little you. You know what I mean? Even though I might be bigger than you. But I don't believe in the big me, little you. I believe in the fact that if you, we need to utilize you with the best skills that you got. If I'm me, I'm going to utilize the best skills that I got. You feel me? One of them skills that I had was I'm going to keep it real. I'm going to keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? When Squeeze asked me on the yard, he said, what you gonna do? When they found out about the paperwork, when I found out about the paperwork, he said, what you gonna do? I said, what else can I do, man? I'm finna call a meeting and I'm finna tell everybody to come to the yard. He said, you gonna do that? Man, look, if I try to keep it on the under, eventually it's gonna come out. It's already a disease, whoever started it. You know what I'm saying? It's already a fire that's been lit. And because of my name, GP the Beast, it's about to blow up, bruh. This is what they want. They want to find some fault in me, man. They want to find some fault when you're real. When you're real, they looking for fault. They just don't expect nobody to be that real. You can't be that real, bruh. You can't be that perfect. Even though it ain't no perfect people, you got to have some foul intentions going on in your brain. But when you don't got foul intentions, it's all good. Since I've been home, you know, I done got into it with a few people, even my own people, even family members. And you know what I mean? I always say to myself, if a person don't like me, I mean, what is the reason? You know what I'm saying? I ain't had sex with his woman. Do I owe him some money? If I ain't had sex with your woman and I don't owe you no money, it's no reason for you not to like me. I ain't did nothing to you. If you don't like me, you don't like me because I'm being me. And if I'm being me, I ain't finna change that for you. Because I like who I am. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I get my validation from the mirror. But anyway, we about to get into this story, man. This story go crazy. Right here, GP the Beast, yeah. About 10 years, 20 years ago, yeah. I was flying dirty, man. You know why? Because I had to get my product to the next location. Everywhere I went, man, it went with me. You know what I'm saying? I thought that was some of the best game in the world. When they taught me how to hoop, I even thought about doing it when I got on the street. Yeah, but I never got back into that game, though. Yeah, but pay attention, though. Shout it out. Con Air, Part 2. Okay, so your boy, they came and got me. They handcuffed me. Took me down to R&R. R&R is, what is that, receiving and release. Either you coming in or you going out. That's the R&R building. They got me in there. One thing I hate about the feds, they wake you up hella early just to wait. So usually they'll wake your ass up around 1 o'clock in the morning, and they'll take you down to R&R, and they'll have you sit in that cell for like 7 hours before the marshals come. When you federal, the marshals come get you. Nobody else. The marshals. That's their job. They work for the feds. They fly you around. They make sure you get from court to court. That's what they do. If they need you in Atlanta, they need you in California, they need you there by tomorrow, they calling the marshals. The marshals got planes. The feds, they got planes. Now they acting like all this is legit, but really them planes that they was using, that they was flying me on back in the day, they was confiscating them planes from drug dealers. They was confiscating cars from drug dealers. They was confiscating houses from drug dealers. This is what they do. They let you sell drugs. They let you start balling. And then when they come get you, they take all your stuff. And then they put you in jail. They denigrate your character. They call you a criminal. They paint a picture like you the most devious person in the world. And they focus on giving you life in prison. This is their job. I met so many dudes in prison that was so young. I met one dude, he had life. You know what he got life for? Because he wanted to hang around the drug dealer. And when the drug dealer was in the store, somebody called his phone. And when he called his phone, he said, "What's up?" He like, "What's up? We still on?" He like, he ain't even here right now. He in the store. But it's still good though. We on our way. They like, okay, it's good. For that phone call, he got life in prison. I asked him, I said, "Man, have you ever had your own car, your own house?" He said, "I ain't never lived in my own house. I've never had my own car. I was living with my mama." I said, "So you never even had a relationship with a female?" He said, "Never." I said, "Man, that was some sad stuff right there, bruh. It was sad." The boy got life in prison just because he wanted to be around somebody that he thought was a boss. Anyway, they came up in there. They put me in R&R. I sat there for about 6 hours. The marshals come. When they come the same way every time. They bring them chains for your waist. They bring them handcuffs, and they bring them leg irons for your ankles. But for me, they always bring something else. It's called a black box. It looks like this. Just like this. And when they put the handcuffs on me, they put this black box in between. So I can't do nothing. I can't do nothing. And on top of that, they gonna have a waist chain on me. So I can't eat, I can't piss, I can't take a shit, I can't do nothing. But they always put it on me. And I never knew why. From the day one, they put the black box on me. From day one, they sent me to the USP instead of the FCI. From day one, I've been getting all the harshest treatments. And I never knew why. Anyway, they shackled me up. They got this black box on me. The whole time, I got the bloop, bloop, bloop up in there. I'm feeling like this is the rawest spot I ever figured out in my life. I'm like, how come I ain't been knowing about this? But you know, I'm young and I'm thinking retarded. You know what I mean? Of course this ain't cool. But I'm thinking, man, when I get out and start selling drugs, I'm finna do the same thing. I'm finna be hooping this. They ain't gonna never catch me. But it's retarded. Because bullshit. It's gonna smell like shit. As long as it stay up in there, it's gonna smell, not really though. Pretty much when you swallow it and you shit it out, that's when it smells like shit. When you hoop it and you pop it out, when they come in, they be tripping. They tell you to get up against the wall, spread your legs, palms touching the wall. Do not look back. Do not eye fuck the jail. Do not eye fuck the cell area. Do not look at the marshal. They search you, spread you, make you get butt naked, take everything off. They tell you to bend over, spread your cheeks. They look inside of it with a flashlight, and they tell you to cough. Bend over, cough again. Harder. Man, ain't nothing up in there, man. Quit tripping, bruh. Why you looking up in there like that, bruh? This shit ain't that serious, bruh. You like this shit or something? Shut up. Cough. But every time I cough, I ain't really putting nothing on it, because I know what I got. But my heart beating like a motherfucker. Imagine you coughing, but you can't see behind you. You spreading your cheeks. They telling you wider, wider, but you can't see what they see. You just hoping to God that they don't see nothing, because you know you got it up in you. Anyway, I passed the test. Heart beating like a motherfucker. I made it through that one. It turned around, told me to put my clothes on. Drawers and socks. T-shirt only. No, just drawers. No socks, no t-shirt. After that, they give you this little plastic, like overall type suit. Plastic overall type suit. Put the chain around you. Click, click, lock it up. Put your handcuffs, the chain weights. Then they lock up your ankles, making sure you can't move. Then they come with the black box. The black box is so treacherous, bruh. It's so uncomfortable. Imagine being on the plane 4-5 hours with a black box on. Imagine having to take a shit. Imagine having to take a piss. And you're just trying to hold it because you don't want to go through all that. Because they going to have to take it off. But they not going to take it off. They going to tell you they can't take it off while you are on the plane. Some cold suffering. And it's storming outside. I'm on the plane and I'm looking out the window and it's storming. And I'm just thinking to myself, what have I done with my life? Oh my God. You know what I mean? The shit that I'm going through. Nobody ain't never been through this that I know of. Nobody ain't never been able to tell me about this. Everything I'm going through is a first time ever happening. But I'm doing it, and I'm doing it like a boss, and I'm doing it like a G. Right now, I'm on Con Air. Hella marshals all around me. Handcuffed. Waist chain on me. Ankle chain on me. But I got 3 ounces of weed up in me and 4 grams. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, they shackled me up. They put me in the van. They put me on the bus. You very seldom ride in a van on the feds. You will ride in a van from like the airport to the prison once you're in that city. But very seldom do you really ride in a van. You're usually gonna be on a big ass bus with a bunch of other people. And very seldom when you fly in a small plane, unless it's special. You gotta go somewhere, you the only one really going that way, or 2 people, they'll put you on a small plane. I hated the small planes. The small planes, they be shaking it. Oh man, I was scared to death. I'm like, man, am I really gonna die in prison, man? Am I gonna die on Con Air? Anyway, they shackled me up. They put me on the bus. They take me to, they taking us all to the airport. They got their little private airports. You know what I mean? It ain't that many people. We going to Florence, Colorado. It's a brand new prison. It just got opened up. It's Florence, Colorado 80X. They just sent John Gotti across the street. They made the prison for the worstest criminals in the world. John Gotti was the first one to go there. I was the first one to go across the street to the Florence USP. It was made to where if you got in trouble at Florence, Colorado, if it got so bad for you, they had an underground tunnel that goes under the prison. And you could walk in that tunnel all the way across to the other prison, the 80X. A lot of people don't know about that. And the way they made this prison, Instead of it being all bricks and walls and everything, it had mirrors everywhere. Everywhere you looked was a mirror. It was a mirror when you walked in the entrance of the dorm. It was mirrors all on the lieutenant office and all down the hallways in the education. The mirrors was good in one way, but it was bad because you never knew who was on the other side of that mirror looking at you. But you was always looking in the mirror because you a convict, you've been in jail 10 years or more. You happy just to see a mirror because you really want to know what you look like. Because when you be in prison for so long, you don't know what you look like. We age slowly and we don't see the age. So we don't know that we done changed over time, but we have. We done gained weight, you know what I'm saying? Our skin done got a little saggier, you know what I mean? But we working out, we staying in shape, we thinking we raw. But then one day you wake up and you see a gray hair. Another day you wake up and you see a wrinkle. Another day you wake up and you see your body, your belly is starting to slag over, it's starting to hang over. So a lot of changes take place when you're in prison that you don't see. So when you got to see that mirror, you was juiced. Anyway, they took me to the airport. They brought us out one by one like they do. Police everywhere. Big old giant AKs, AK-47s, M1s. They got everything you need. They got all the best artillery. They spread it all around. You know what I'm saying? And they looking at you, waiting on you to be tripping. They got police cars. They got Fed cars. They got the plane. They got guards. They got guards lined up on both sides, and they got them spread it around the perimeter. You're not going to get away. You're like this. You're cuffed. You're in line. One at a time. They don't strip search you no more, but they body search you. And they send you on the plane one at a time. And they set you down. And when they set you down, they cuff you up to the bottom of the plane. And they cuff you up in that chair. Now, I heard it's been a law now where they can't cuff you up to the plane. But at that time, I was cuffed to the plane. And I was thinking, if this plane crashed, I'm a dead man. I ain't got nowhere to go. Plus, they got a cage right here and it's blocking me. And they got these marshals standing at the gate right there with the gun. They got one in the front and they got one in the back. And it's even hard to even go use the bathroom. With the black box on and locked all to the thing, you don't even want to ask to use the bathroom. And they got nerve to offer you lunch when you know you can't even eat the lunch. Anyway, we get on the plane. I'm tripping. I'm like, man, I hope to God these motherfuckers don't know I got this shit. I'm scared to death, but I ain't scared. For some reason, I'm feeling like a boss. I'm feeling raw. I'm feeling like, yeah, these motherfuckers can't never shut me down. No matter what situation they put me in, no matter how bad they try to make it to be, I'ma come out this motherfucker like a store. I'ma shine. I'ma still be a boss. I'ma still work my game. I'ma still work my plays. And I'm thinking now, I don't even fear the unknown no more. I don't even fear going to Florence, even though it's being publicized as the worst prison in the world. You know what I'm thinking about? I'm finna get there, and I got it. And I'm finna flood it, but I'm gonna do it smooth. I'm thinking in my head for sure I'm gonna make a quick 10,000. You know what I'm talking about? I'm gonna be on. My food gonna be good. My clothing and all that is already good. I already done been down like 5 years. You know what I mean? So I'm already established. Like I told you, I had tennis shoes stacked to the ceiling up in there. If you came off the bus and you was from Cali, nigga, what size you wear? You know what I'm talking about? I got the shoes, I got the sweatsuit, and I got this ounce of weed for you. Do you smoke? You feel me? So it's always been the same program. I realized I was the same dude in prison that I was on the street. I realized that it didn't matter where you was from. I didn't look at you like, oh, okay, he from Texas. Oh, he from LA. Oh, he from New York. Oh, he from Miami. Now, I knew that, And I analyzed all that, but when it came to a problem, I'm pushing. I don't care about none of that right now. You just a human right now, and you bleed like I bleed, and you breathe air like I breathe air. All I gotta do is take that air up out of you, and I think I know how to do it. Matter of fact, I know how to do it, because I'm a person that's accustomed to that. I adapt to my environment. When I first got to Atlanta, not to skip subjects, I just want to give you some quick game. When I first got to Atlanta, I was broke. I didn't have no money. But this dude had 2 grams of coke, and he wanted I forgot what he wanted. I think he wanted $100 or $200 sent to his girl. Whatever he wanted sent to his girl, I told him I got it, no problem, even though I didn't have it. So I didn't have the money, right? But I had the game. Although I didn't have the money, I knew I was gonna take the cocaine and I was gonna flip it, and I did. So I acted like, I kept asking him, I said, did you get that money? Because he had gave me his girl name and the address where to send the money. He like, nah. I called my girl today, she say she still ain't got it. I said, man, let me get on top of this bitch, man. This bitch playing with me. The whole time I ain't never had a bitch. I ain't never sent no money. But I knew this. I done already made the money back in the change. So he was going to get paid. He just wasn't going to get paid the way he thought he was going to get paid. But I was going to use it as a come up. And I did. I used it as a come up. Because with the money he gave me, I was able to make a quick $300. Then I was able to buy some more drugs and make some more money. But I had his money on deck. About the 5th day, he said, man, the money still ain't there. I said, man, you know what? Let me go check, man. I came right back. I said, she ain't answering the phone. Man, I'm not finna keep playing with this girl, bro. I got the 200 right now, man. Just let me give you the money. He like, nah, man, I didn't want it like that. I needed it at home. I said, look, bro, I'm not finna keep owing you money, bro. Take this money, bro. The bitch is obviously playing games. Before you know it, me and you gonna be sticking each other. Nigga, take this money, bro, and figure out a way to get this money home. Another way. The nigga looked at me. He like, man, let me get the money. The whole time it was the play. I needed that to come up. I felt like, nigga, I didn't really cross game because I paid. I just didn't pay the way he wanted me to pay. And I never had no intentions on paying like that because I never had a bitch. Remember I told you Atlanta had cash money. They had $40 worth of change that you can buy on the canteen. So people were stacking money. I had $2,000 worth of $100 in Atlanta one time. The police found over $2,000 under my locker. I had a hustle where I would have a dude go to the visiting room, and all he got to do is bring me $100 bills. Bruh, just bring me a crispy $100 bill. Just tell your girl to give you a $100 bill. I'm gonna give you 120 in cash and coins. He like, okay, man, do that for me. That was his hustle. All you gotta do is do this for me as many times as you can on the weekends when you go on visits. You bring me a $100 bill, and I'm gonna give you 120 in these coins. Because I used to hide the $100 bills. I used to hide them under my seat. I would hide them under my seat, I would hide them under the seat in the day room. They wouldn't even know it. I would hide them in my cell. I would put them in the mail with letters, and I would seal it up. Back then, you could seal up the letters when it was legal mail. I would act like it was legal mail and put hundreds up in there. I'm sending thousands home. I'm working all kind of twists. You feel me? So, anyway, back to the story though. Yeah. Your boy up in there, they got us on the plane, and I'm like, okay, when I get there, I'm about to flood this motherfucker, but I got to be smart. It's still the unknown, because I still don't know what I'm walking into. This is supposed to be a new high-tech prison. I'm supposed to be one of the first inmates to arrive on the prison. You know what I'm saying? So it's still not knowing where I'm going. But I know what I got. You know what I'm talking about? And what I got, yeah, it's going to make it pop. I always said, it was never the prison that made the prison raw. It was the people that came to the prison and made the prison raw. And GP was in flight on Con Air. I'm on my way. Shout it out. So yeah, when I got to Florence, USP, I was amazed. It was a brand new high-tech prison. They had no grass. They had eliminated all grass so you could not put your knives and stick them in the grass or try to hide them. It was all dirt, but the sidewalks and everything was brand new. Like I said, mirrors was everywhere. They asked me what dorm do I want to go in. It was some high-tech shit. I was like, okay, this prison go crazy. The only thing I liked about it was new. I like new shit. I like central heating. I like cool air. I don't like that old shit. I don't like them motherfucking bars. I don't like that shit. That shit all corroded, old, dirty. It stank. Water be leaking. You know, rats be running around. Roaches is running around at night. You are not in there by yourself. You always got company. In the new prison, wow, it was different because it was like real cells, but not old cells. Like, okay, you got a cell with a door, with a window. It was kind of like being in a hole, except you were free, but not all the way free. But the point was you had your own privacy. I've always wanted my own privacy. Since the prison was completely empty and I was the first one in there, I was able to pick any cell I wanted. Of course, I picked the last cell on the top tier at the end. That's where I always want to be, because I want you to have to come to me. You know what I'm talking about? I want to feel safe. I want to know there's no reason for you to be walking back here if you're not coming to my cell. That means you up to some weird shit, and I can see all that. I can see it when I'm out the cell and when I'm in the cell. Because when I got the last door, yeah, I could just keep my door wide open. Because it ain't no reason for nobody to come back here unless they coming to talk to me. So, of course, that's the cell I picked. And I could see the motherfucking police podium from my door. If I got the door cracked, I could see the police. So I know that I could smoke up in that motherfucker. I see where he at. He way over there. It's gonna take him a long time to get to me. If I see he on the move, I'm gonna take care of it. Smell good, do the high shit and everything, clean up and woo woo. So, I picked the last cell. 3 days later, a Mexican moved in next door to me. I ain't putting nothing on the yard. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be a crash dummy. I'm trying to be smart. So, and plus these niggas, they just run their mouth. If they find out I got it, they finna run and tell everybody. They can't help it. These niggas can't hold water. So, I do the smartest shit I'm supposed to do. I tap in with the Mexican. I tell him, man, guess what? I just came from Woo Woo. My name GP the Beast. I see you. I like how you move. You my neighbor. Peep game. I got 3 of these papers. They 50s. If you can get them off, you get one of them. Bring me back 100. He was like, no problem. I never told him what I had. I just told him I had them 3. I told him you can come get them from me one at a time until I learn to trust you. You know what I'm saying? He did that. After that, plop, I just started giving it to him. Every time I said, I got 3 more, 3 more, 3 more. He never knew when it was gonna run out, so he was never gonna try to fuck me. Plus he knew or felt if he did try to fuck me, I was gonna gut his ass. You feel me? So, through him, I got rid of every last motherfucking piece of heroin, and nobody never knew I had it. As far as the weed, of course, I like to smoke. So the weed wasn't a bad thing. You know, as niggas rolled up, you know, I let one of them niggas know, yeah, nigga, I got that, and they knew I got that. They don't know how much. I'm not just really selling weed, because I don't really care about selling weed. But I did have 3 ounces, so of course I was selling weed. But not me per se. Got one of my niggas running it, and far as they know, the Bloods got the weed. That's how that shit go. The Bloods got the weed. And GP, took over, did what he did, I'm talking about, and then was shot it out, man. And guess what, nigga, I lived happily ever after in that motherfucker until I left.